Magandang araw, minamahal kong mga kabarangay. Ako po inyong Kuya Nonoy Direct Rene dito po sa PSTV5 Online. Sa araw na to ay napakaswerte ko po at napakaswerte po natin dahil makakapanayan po natin ang isang kababayan natin sa Pilipinas na she just turned 100 years old a few weeks ago. Siya po si Tita Virgie Benigno Malay at nandyan po sa frame, katabi po ang kanyang anak na si Tato Malay, aking good friend. Tato and Tita Virgie, good day, how are you?
Fine. Good afternoon. Day, whatever time there is.
Yeah, oo nga kasi kung saan-saan man mapapanood, ano? At Tita Virgie, when was your birthday, Tita Virgie? Kailan yung birthday nyo? Kailan
birthday? February 13, 1921.
1921, February 13?
13.
Wow, naku, bago mag-Valentine. And Tita Virgie, dahil you turned 100, you got a gift from the government, di ba? Parang meron silang binigay sa inyo. Ano po?
Yung gift from the government, yung 100,000. Oo. At saka sa Quezon City.
The national government and ang Quezon City. Nagbigay ng tigwa 100. Ano ba yan, Tats? Ganun, no? Ganun yung patakaran nila when you turn 100?
Well, normally, I think, yung akala ko lang yun nga all the while, I just thought it was the local government. When nagpunta rito yung mga taga-Quezon City Hall, sinabi sa akin na pati daw national government nagbibigay. So I asked, sabi nila, you go to the, ano ba yung kanyang, nasa government agency, so my sister went there. And then, totoo pala, meron pa. Kasi matarang nauna pa nga nabigay yung national government bago yung local government. Kasi, although basta namin denial, kasi it has to be filed, no? Otherwise, they won't know that it's 100. So, they have to have proof. Maraming paper requirement. But it took something like 2 to 3 months before.
Pero yung una, Tats, yung sa I think they have a database, no? Kung sino yung 100 na parang ganon.
Well, you have to submit a birth certificate.
Okay.
Maraming questions.
Maraming tinanong, Tita Virgie, parang in-interview kayo ng government officials. Anong mga tinanong po sa inyo?
Yung birthplace, kung sinong nandoon, tapos pati mga parents at saka grandparents ko pa.
Wow. And you were born in Pangasinan po, Tita Virgie, ano? Saan po kayo pinanganak?
Saan kayo pinanganak? Alaminos.
Alaminos, Pangasinan.
Nagpapakasyon yata ang mother ko.
Doon po kayo lumaki hanggang nag-high school kayo sa Alaminos?
Sa Pasay. Nagbabakasyon lang ang mother ko. Ako lang napanganak doon.
Nagbabakasyon.
Pero actually, her mother, my daughter, is really from Alaminos, mga family. But during that time, nagbabakasyon lang nga ang lola ko. Doon siya pinanganak. Kasi among all the siblings, siya lang ang pinanganak doon. Pero ba ibang pinanganak? Ako lang. Kaya nga, kayo lang ang pinanganak sa Pangasinan.
Si Mr. Teddy Benigno, hindi rin pinanganak sa Pangasinan?
Hindi. I grew up in Pasay. No, si Tito Teddy, saan pinanganak? Teddy? Dito rin, sa Maynila. Lahat sila.
Sa Maynila na. Okay.
Ito lang doon.
So you just go, from time to time, you go to Alaminos for vacation, Tita?
Bakasyon lang.
Bakasyon. May
Pumunta lang kami
may
para magbakasyon.
magbakasyon lang. May naalala pa po kayo sa Alaminos? Memorable times? May naalala po kayo?
Magandang lugar kasi malapit sa 100 Islands. Dali kami pumunta sa 100 Islands.
Mhm.
Alaminos is the way to go to the
200 Islands.
Pangasinan Beach.
And
Ano po ba ang ano?
actually, dagdag ako yun, kasi you asked the question, ano ba memorable? One of those times when she actually had a vacation, just to have a vacation. Kasi meron na siyang, ano nun kumbaga parang may masteral degree niya tayo nun, or I don't know. May master's na ba kayo?
Wala pa.
Wala pa, pero she was asked to teach in one high school in Alaminos.
Public
school. At naging estudyante niya doon, si Gloria Romero.
Yung pamosong actress.
Isang unforgettable. Kaya nga kung vacation niya sa unforgettable vacation niya sa one of those naging estudyante niya. She taught kasi for one semester in that public high school.
Pero yung kila Gloria, hindi ko natapos sa semester. Second semester yon. Siguro, mga 1 month lang ako na naging teacher niya.
1 month lang. Okay. That was before the war.
During the war.
Or during the war.
During the war ba yun yung nagturo kayo sa Pangasinan?
1946.
Okay. Right after. Nasaan kayo, Tita Virgie, nung panahon ng Hapon? Nung may gera? When Pasay?
When World War II started.
Pasay. Sa Pasay.
Sa Pasay kayo.
And I grew up. And I stayed there until I got married.
Okay. So, all throughout the war, nasa Pasay kayo?
Sandali, natanggal yung panis.
Okay lang.
Sorry.
It's okay kasi naka-two-shot kami and I'm privileged to have a conversation with Tita Virgie. During the war, Tita Virgie, sa Pasay lang kayo? Hindi kayo umalis ng Pasay nung gera?
Yeah. That's when I took up nursing. Kasi my father was one of the casualties in Tamuros bombing. He was with the budget. They were working on the budget at that time. So, marami silang applied na casualties. And they were all brought to PGS. And I stayed with him for about a month there. And somebody told me that the School of Nursing was accepting schools and that several UP students had already enrolled. Actually, I was, when the war broke out, I was right the 4th year education in UP. But then all the schools and colleges were closed. So, since there was no hope for the UP opening, I decided to take up nursing.
And so you studied at PGH Nursing, Tita Virgie, during the war. Okay. Nawala yung audio touch. Medyo parang nawala tayo.
Okay. Nawala. Hindi mo ko nadidinig?
Hindi. Yeah, ngayon narinig. Yeah.
Okay.
So, you finished nursing sa PGH, Tita Virgie. And when did you get married? Kailan you got married?
When did you get married?
When did you get married?
1950.
1950. Okay. So, nurse na kayo nung nag-asawa kayo?
Yeah. And then I also finished my education.
Bumalik siya sa UP
At the same time.
Okay. After the war, you went back to. So you have a double degree. education
Ma-
and nursing.
yeah, I even took my master's with UP, Master in Education.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
you really love to become an educator. So saan kayo nagturo, Tita Virgie?
Sa public schools. I taught for
Mm-hmm.
10 years in Manila public school. And then I even worked with an American uh, US Army for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I worked also at the UP Institute of Hygiene.
As a nurse or as a
Well, I was employed as a nurse
Mm-hmm.
because they were planning to put up a center or something like a periculture center.
Oh
And then
yes. Mm-hmm.
I also I was assigned to work in a periculture center for training. But then after that, I left the institute and worked in Baguio Hospital, Baguio General Hospital, where they
Oh,
also,
okay.
so 3 years siya nag-nurse nag-practice ng nursing. 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
no 3 years as a student, 1 year in Baguio,
Okay. 3 years as student,
and
1 year in Baguio,
then about 1 year in that
American company.
American company under the U.S. Army,
Mm.
and then
During the time, Tita Virgie, when you graduate, kailangan ba mag-board exam yung mga nurse?
ano yun,
Nag-board exam ba kayo?
yeah,
Kaya registered nurse siya talaga.
at that
Ah,
time,
May ano talaga, board
at that
exam.
time, after the board, we also took a civil service examination
oh yes.
for
Mm-hmm.
nurses. Pero ay wala na yung civil service. Hindi na nila
Mm.
pinapakuha ang
So,
student.
dalawa pa palang exam kayo, no? Board at saka
Oo. Ang tanong namin. Pero naging pinagtuturo ako sa PGH,
Mm-hmm.
School of Nursing. I went back to the PGH School of Nursing from 1960 to 1976. I was a
Wow.
member of the faculty.
And you
I was
also taught at FEU.
Yeah, okay. Ask her the schools where she taught in college.
Oo. What were the schools that you were a professor, Tita Virgie?
yes. At the same time, when I was PGS, I also worked staff work part time at FEU,
Mm.
PSBA, Pamantasan, and UERM Medical Center, College of Nursing.
And
So
she taught what subject each one.
subjects, yeah.
I taught
What's that?
sociology,
Oh, wow,
and
sociology.
in PGS, I taught Rizal course and
Mm-hmm.
English
Ayun.
And in
grammar
FEU,
and literature,
FEU, what did you teach in FEU? FEU, what?
sociology.
Actually,
sociology.
ito yan. Okay,
Mm.
di ka kita lang ko na, trivia.
Oo.
Actually, hindi alam ng mama ito eh. Ngayon lang niya malalaman eh. Kasi di ba nag-aral ako sa FEU?
Oo, tama.
Diba? Si Rene, FEU rin lagi. Pero first year ako, di, papasok na ako sa mga klase ko. Tinanong
Oo.
ko, sino professor dito sa sociology? Nalaman ko, mama ko. Bigla ko nila din. Tapos sabi ng mama ko, bakit hindi kita nakita sa klase ko? Alam pala nila lalakaran.
Oh, yung may class card eh.
May conflict.
Because
Mahirap eh. Maging professor mo
Oo.
na yung
yeah, I understand. Oo, medyo ano. But Mama, Tita Virgie was looking forward to you joining the class.
alam niya. Nakita na doon sa class, sa listahan ng mga enrolled, estudyante. Kaya pagdating ko sa bahay, why were you absent in the class?
I
The
told around 8 years FEU.
8 years. Oh, wow.
Uh,
Oh,
Even PSBA, UARM, marami po. Actually,
mm.
all she taught for 45 years.
45. Ah.
Mm.
When
I
did you retire, Tita Virgie, from teaching?
I was already uh, 70, 75 when I
1990,
retired.
when did you retire? 1995?
Yeah, in after PGS was phased out because all of schools of nursing were already phased out because they
Mm.
were already colleges. No,
Mm-hmm.
I
Sa may UP College of Nursing na.
I started teaching in UERM, um, College of Nursing, from 1975 to 1995. So about 20 years.
Mm-hmm. So that was the time also when nag-retire Tita Virgie, nasa Sony na tayo, Tats, ano? So, when I was
Ah,
visiting you, no,
no,
94 tayo nag-start sa Sony.
94 ba tayo? So, sorry. Hindi ko na alam.
94.
Yeah, I think it was teaching. Oo. Yeah, oo. Tama, ano pa siya, tuturo pa siya. Oo.
Nagtuturo pa, no? Mga kaibigan, I'm talking to Tita Virgie Benigno Malay and Tato Malay because Tita Virgie just turned 100 years old. So the title of our segment or our show is 100 Years of Love, Happiness, and Service. So pinag-uusapan natin yung service sa community with the students and raising successful children. I'll ask now about the children, Tita Virgie. Among your three, you have three children, right? You have three, two sons and one daughter.
Who
We have three children daw.
I have 3 years.
Yes.
My
So,
youngest also taught in FEU tourism because
ah,
Oh,
oh,
oo.
because
oh yeah.
became regional director
Mm-hmm.
Of
of
Region 1.
tourism in Region 1. So he taught in the FEU.
FEU. So,
And
you have
me, I taught in Assumption College. And Miriam.
so Tato taught in Assumption and part-time in Miriam also.
Smile
Uh,
kayo. Tutok
Tita
kayo.
Virgie, oh, Tita Virgie. So, among your three children, it's all of them are successful, with
Tama.
their careers.
Before ko, baka makalimutan.
Ano?
The two boys yeah, and then one girl, si Sylvia.
Mm,
Sylvia
mm.
naman.
Sylvia.
Uh,
Sylvia is an account. Is she an accountant?
no, she finished sociology,
Oh, so
but she ended up working in treasury in
treasury o sa Bureau of
uh,
Treasury. Oo.
oo.
Mhm.
And yun na nga, so tatlo kami na, ayun nga, yung anak.
So the two of your siblings Tats work with government. Ikaw, did you ever work for the government?
I used to, yung, yung,
Ah,
I used to work in National Manpower and Youth Council for 1 year.
okay.
TESDA na ngayon yun. Yun
TESDA.
ang
Uh-huh.
but before it became TESDA, it was National Manpower and Youth Council. I was project coordinator, and
Mhm.
doon kami sa Manawi ng office classes. And
Oh.
yun nga, I just had to leave because I want to go back to business.
Mm.
Talaga. Pero yun na nga, I was able to work in the government. I was able to stay.
Nagturo siya sa Assumption
Sa
for
Assumption,
about
yes.
18 years.
18 years.
18 years. Oo, tagal din ni Tato nagturo.
And then
Your
my
dad
son,
your dad also worked with the government, no? Tita Virgie, saan nyo na-meet ang si Mr. Malay, yung inyong
well,
asawa?
he was working in the Budget Commission where
Mhm.
my father also worked. And
Mhm.
then my mother told me to accompany her to get backstage. And my husband then was the cashier
Mm.
in Budget. And he said, it's all right, it's not a credit now, but I will bring it to your house.
Ay,
Talagang
nabulok.
sabi ko, love at first sight.
Gusto
Ay,
malaman yung bahay, so I'll bring
there's a very interesting background story there. Uh, and during that time, my mom had a boyfriend.
Okay.
May boyfriend kayo nun, di ba?
Ah,
During that time, nung pumupunta si Papa sa bahay, sa Pasay, may boyfriend kayo nun?
ano,
May boyfriend kayo nun, di ba?
wala break na kami.
Nag-break na ba kayo? May doktor siya boyfriend doon eh.
Doctor.
So break na pala. Hindi, sabi ko,
Break
paano ba
na.
nanligaw si Papa sa inyo?
Ha?
Paano nanligaw si
Paano
Papa?
nanligaw?
Sa bahay.
Paano nga? Anong ginagawa na para magustuhan niyo? Kasi, love at first sight ba kayo? O siya ang love at
Siya.
first sight?
Porsigido siya.
Porsigido
Sabi
siya,
ko,
oh.
ayaw ko nang mag-boyfriend. Pero porsigido siya. So, I finally gave in. One
When,
year.
when did you get when did you get married, tita?
Ah,
Anong year kayo
When did you get
kinasal?
19, sa Our Lady of Sorrows,
19?
1950. That's where President Cory and Nino got married also.
Hmm. Yung Our Lady of Soros, ito ba yung Baklaran?
Harrison lang.
Harrison.
Malayo
Sa
pa.
Harrison. Sa
Harrison
Harrison.
Boulevard.
Oh, okay. And your husband was an accomplished musician din kasi naalala ko minsan pag pupunta ako sa bahay niyo Tats o dun sa Marikina, he was playing accordion ba yon? Accordion ano?
Yes.
Accordion,
Yeah.
violin.
Yeah, but aside from, okay, I'll answer that. Aside from being a government employee in the morning, he was also a radio announcer sa
Yeah,
DTRC,
oo.
radio drama.
Mhm.
Siya yung boses behind the successful Gabi ng Lagim, yung horror. So yung ginagaya, yung after him, kasi nung nag-resign na siya, kasi parang naging busy na siya with government work and family.
Mhm.
So he gave it up. Si Ben David ang pumalit.
Mm.
Naging host din siya ng ilaw ng tahanan.
Marami siya program noon.
Commercial.
Tarantang.
Madalas commercials.
Mm.
Tapos
So,
yung si Gloria Romero naging Blessed Virgin. Si my
so
husband was the voice of Jesus Christ.
oh, wow. And did you get to see Gloria Romero again? Ano, Tats?
You're asking about Gloria Romero?
Oh, did she get to see her again?
Okay, secret.
Okay.
I cannot divulge it because
Okay.
actually they did not get to see, but they saw each other again. Pero I will not in this particular one kasi
I saw her at
sige.
Sigsag Hotel,
Okay.
which was owned by a relative. And she was the one who approached me and told me that I was her teacher.
Wow.
I was having lunch or I don't know, merienda with a date.
May date.
I was
Oo, kayo.
surprised. I was surprised when she came to me and she said, "Ay, you were my teacher." She said,
Saan yun, ma? Sa
Sigsag Hotel, Baguio.
sa Baguio.
I think that
Sigsag.
hotel was owned by her relatives.
So that's where Tato also got the love for radio, for communication from your husband, because he eventually followed Tato. You went into the industry also, not only music, di ba?
Grew up inside the radio station. I grew up inside the radio studio because I would always accompany Papa during his recording, of his radio dramas. So, kumbaga na-meet ko lahat yung mga radio personalities from sila, yung mga naging sikat sa ABS-CBN like sila Frankie Evangelista, Ben Anistato, Jimmy Navarro, yun. Kaya I was easily able to enter ABS-CBN after college. I
Mhm.
just walked inside ABS-CBN. I told them I'm the son of Ernie Malay. Uy, Ernie, anak ko si Ernie. Oh, sige, anong gusto mo? Oh, gusto ko maging PA dito. Okay, okay. And I was talking to Ben Aniceto and Franco Evangelista during that time. Oh,
Oo,
sabi
yeah.
niya, Ernie, oh, tama. Sige, sige, dito ka na. Oh, kaya lang
So,
nag-martial law.
oo nga, nag-shutdown, ano? Tita Virgie, of your three children, it is Tato who is always in the limelight. So, how does it feel when you see him on when you see him on television? 'Di ba dati he will award a gold record or he will be a guest. Ano po yung feeling nyo, Tita Virgie?
Binigyan po din ako ng plaque ni President.
Then, actually, tinatanong niya, anong feeling niyo na nakikita daw ninyo ako sa TV noon? Oo, nung bata-bata pa ako.
Siyempre, proud.
Proud mama.
That's what, di ba, you traveled the world, ano? What do you bring home for mama when you travel? Siyempre, may mga pasalubong.
Mga small, yung mga pan-decoration. Yan, hanggang ngayon, nakikita ko pa dito. Yung mga, like for example, when I went to Thailand, I bought some small, parang ano tawag dito. Yung, I don't know what you call it.
Small vases.
Small vases na ano, yeah. Because Tato travels in his work before.
So,
Mm.
ayan. So,
Okay.
yeah, mga ganyang gusto ni mama, mga pang-decoration.
Well,
Mm.
well-traveled na rin si Tato.
Yes, well traveled. Oh, he's only one of the few guys I know who has been to Switzerland. Di ba nakapunta ka ng Switzerland, Tats?
Yeah, Switzerland, yes, right.
So you always bring something for Mama when you travel, and then of course Tita would be ano very happy with your accomplishments. Tita, hindi ba kayo nagtataka bakit hindi pa nag-asawa si Tato?
Oo nga eh. Bakit? Nataka ko bakit pa sa New Zealand. Meron ako mga kamag-anak niyan sa New Zealand.
No, tinatanong niya bakit di pa raw ako nag-aasawa.
Ay,
Oh, nawala, Tats. Nawala yung audio. Nawala. Hindi ko marinig.
Nawala?
Ayan,
Wala?
nawala. Oo.
Wala. Bakit kaya?
Ayan. Sige, anong sagot ni Tita?
Ano?
Ay, nawala. Wala. Nawawala. Nawawala yung yung audio. Maganda yung sagot ni Tita dyan eh. Mga kaibigan, kausap ko po si Tita Virgie Malay at si Tato po. Si Tita Virgie is our special guest because she's 100 years old itong time na to, no? Itong around February. At I'm so privileged and we're so privileged to listen to a centenarian or ano ba, yung ba yung tawag nun? No? Bihira po tayong makakapanayam o makakasama o halubilo sa mga tao na 100 years old na. No? At ito nga po si Tita Virgie, ang ating panauhin. At when I was still in the Philippines, from time to time, pag pupunta ako sa bahay ni Tato, ay nakikita ko po si Tita Virgie, si Tito Ernie.
Okay, nadidinig mo na?
Yan, naririnig ko na, Tats.
Okay, nagpalit lang ako ng earphone niya. Okay.
Yung earphone lang. Okay, oo. I-frame mo lang si Tita para mas
wala okay ang frame natin. Okay.
Yan. Para kita natin ang beauty. Okay. Ano ngayon? Nakalimutan ko ito. Tinatanong ko.
Yung love life. Yung bakit di pa ako nag-aasawa.
So, bakit di pa nag-aasawa?
Bakit anong...
ewan ko nga, dami naman niya naging girlfriend.
Kilala niya yan yung naging girlfriend ko.
Kilala niyo yung mga girlfriend ni Tato. May paborito ba kayo doon, Tita Virge?
Oo, meron din akong...
Sige, sige.
nagustuhan.
Sige, sino nagustuhan nyo?
Yung si Abet, ano. Tapos, mabuti naman siya nakapunta sa States. Kasi yung
si
anak
Abet.
niya, nauna doon, no? Nakapag-asawa ng Amerikano. Pero nakikipag-communicate din sa akin. Kinukumbida nga niya ako na pumunta sa kanila. Yun ang nagustuhan ko na mabait.
Yun ang napusuan ni Tita Virgie para sa iyo, Tats, na si Abet.
Actually, marami. Pati yung mga iba kong
Yung mga iba, hindi ko na nakilala.
Hindi, marami kayo nakilala pa.
May mga dalawa.
Pinapakilala. Open si Tato sa inyo.
Oo, inuuwi ko dito. I mean, ganun ako
Ayun sa
honest sa
anak ng kaibigan ko.
Ay,
Ganda-ganda nun.
Pinapasyal ni Tato para makita ni Mama. Tita Virgie, kayo ba ay, you've traveled overseas also, no? Nakapagbiyahe po kayo ng ibang bansa?
Naka-abroad.
Oo. Pupunta ako sa US. Kasi dalawang kapatid ko na nag-migrate doon. So I went there in 1979. I stayed for about 6 months. Pero na homesick na ako. Umuwi na ako before Christmas.
Talagang there's no home like home. Parang gano'n. You know? There's nothing like home. Yung, Tita Virgie, anong paborito niyong pagkain?
Vegetables, chicken, pansit.
Pansit. Long life.
Kanya.
Ano yung paborito niyong iluto, Tita Virgie?
Kung nagluluto siya?
Nung nagluluto pa siya noon, oo.
Ako, adobo, sinigang.
Ano ba paborito ni Tato? Ano ba yung favorite niyang meal? Anong paborito ni Tato?
She doesn't know.
Hindi.
Hindi naman sila mapili. Chicken.
Okay.
Ang gusto.
Ano ba kayo, Tita Virgie? Are you like a strict disciplinarian sa mga anak nyo noon? Pinapalo nyo ba sila? Or
Hindi naman.
Hindi naman. How did you discipline your...
Nagugustuhan naman nila lahat ng pagkain.
Yeah, are you a disciplinarian? Strict discipline?
Oo.
Pero hindi
teacher.
physical.
Teacher di ba? Ano naman teacher?
Pati husband ko nga sinabi sa akin, akala mo pa teacher ka pa dito sa bahay.
Yung pag-uwi na, stricto pa rin pag
parang teacher pa rin.
Teacher pa rin.
Last, sit down.
Tita Virge, what keeps you preoccupied ngayon? Ano po ang... I mean, you're 100 years old, and of course, you've earned the privilege of having the 100, celebrating 100 years. So, ano po yung do you still read or you listen to music or ano po ang ginagawa niyo ngayon, Tita?
Well, I follow some sayings like be positive, laugh often, and pray always.
Oh, okay.
Pray always.
And pray always.
And you read the newspaper every day?
Yes.
Oh,
I always
really?
look forward early in the morning. My daughter brings me the Inquirer.
Oh,
and
wow.
then pag Sundays, we have 3 newspapers pag Sunday. We have Star and Bulletin.
And Inquirer. Oh,
I like reading columns.
Lahat yun, binabasa niya. Pag hindi ko dinala sa kwarto na yun, sisigawan niya, where is Ganitong news.
Kanya, my bed is always full of newspapers because some
Mm.
I reserve, I keep yung mga nagugustuhan ko na ano, nakapile
Ay,
doon.
yung mga
And she,
articles. Oh.
and she used to also write a lot of, I mean, yeah, some articles na
I
pinablis
also
ng Inquirer at saka
use,
Philippine Star.
I wrote
Oh.
sa Inquirer yung high blood column.
Di ba
High
may high
blood.
blood at saka
I
yung
was,
pang mga senior writers.
I was
Oh.
able to
Oh,
write
good.
3 articles like one. I wrote about my days in Pasay, about Lourdes
Mhm.
Street, and I wrote about Pasay, and then I also wrote about PGH.
UPPG.
Oh.
The,
Mhm.
the title was The PGH in My Heart,
Oh,
and
the
then
PGH in my heart.
the
Wow.
third one was The Writers I Have Known.
Yeah, mga
Oh, okay.
popular writers like sila
Oh.
NBM Gonzalez. Sino pa? Yung mga writers that you have
Jim
known.
Austria, Mario
Mhm.
Chanco, Cesar Mahul, who wrote the biography of Apolinario Mabini,
She
Uh-huh.
met them kasi. She met all of them.
Nina Puyat, who was my classmate, Nina Estrada Puyat, who wrote Heart of Clay, a
Mm.
passionate
I'm sorry.
collection of sonnets, and even the national artist NVM Gonzalez, because his wife was a friend of mine, and I was able, when she learned that I was in the States at the time, because Professor NVM Gonzalez was a guest faculty member
Mhm.
in Hayward, and she was said become a friend pala of my sister, and they were involved in church activities. When she learned that I was there, she invited me, my sister and her husband for lunch.
Mhm.
And NVM Gonzalez even played a violin concerto,
Oh, wow.
entertained us. And I asked him if his violin was a Stradivarius. It was. So
Oh.
surprised.
Wow, most expensive violin.
And then
Oh.
back in the Philippines, I was again invited to their house with a mutual friend, and I had a very long conversation with NVM Gonzalez, very witty. And I remember his favorite expression was awantikwa. You know, awantikwa is Ilocano, meaning wala, yes, nothing. Either no
Awantikwa.
brains or no money.
Awantikwa. Awantikwa.
Uh,
Awantikwa.
Awantikwa.
Oh, okay.
He was,
Because you speak Ilocano also, Tita Virgie, no?
yes, a little.
And Pangasinan
And
also.
At
Pangasinan, just a
pang,
little.
pangalatok,
And
yeah. Oh.
French. He speaks French also.
Oh,
A
okay. Yeah.
little.
A little bit of French. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because when she was in St. Paul, um, she graduated kasi from elementary and high school. She finished in St. Paul, Manila, St. Paul College, Manila. May mga
Oh.
kanila doon, mga French, mga sisters, mga madre.
Mm.
So they
Mm-mm.
had
Oh,
subjects in French.
we studied French. I can speak a little French.
Mm. But it's amazing that you keep abreast with the news, no? Yung reading, yung opinion columns, yung mga ganon. Because yeah, I think we get a lot of insights from the writers, and you've met some of these writers like kilala, yung well-known writers, and and
I'm
uh,
really,
and
I'm really
Tita,
so happy
yes,
that
yes,
I was interviewed by so many, and then they learned about it. My students in the United States, and even in Bintang, Ilocos Norte,
mm-hmm.
they also pass it around.
She's talking
Mm-hmm.
about yung nag-viral na itong kanya.
Oh,
Uh,
oh,
Itong nangyari kasi when she
Yung sa
attended
Zoom, oo.
the Zoom, nag-viral yon. So most of her students
Ano?
really became excited about her, and so
Oo.
they shared all the videos among
Yeah.
themselves.
Oo.
I'm so honored na marami nag-interview sa akin at maraming nakabalita
Ah,
and
ah, ah,
congratulating me.
I would be like, if I will have a teacher in high school or in college who will turn 100, and I will find out na she is also online, I will definitely be like what your students have been feeling na, wow, si ma'am, nako, gusto natin makausap o marinig because you have made a mark, an impression with your students. I think like Tato, me, you, Tita Virgie, we are all educators, ano, you mentors. We in different forms and different ways, and we touch lives of people. Kaya ngayon nakikita
What,
nyo, Tita Virge.
what school did you attend?
Ako
As
po,
head
I, uh, I,
teacher?
fa- I finished, well, my undergrad sa FEU din. But it took me 4 colleges and universities before I graduated. So, dalawa sa probinsya, sa Zamboanga. Adamson, nag-aaral
Oh,
po ako sa Adamson. I wanted to become an engineer, but I was always failing in science and math. So, I graduated at AB English, major in literature in FEU, 1977. Hindi na kayo nagtuturo noon, 76 kayo umalis ng FEU, di ba?
oo. Nagturo din ako sa education, College of
Yes, sa
Education.
arts and
Tapos sa
sciences po.
liberal arts for about a
Liberal
year.
arts.
Nagturo rin siya sa arts. Kaya nga mapit na nga ako maging estudyante niya.
Oo nga pala kasi ikaw sa theater arts ka.
Actually, I took up, nung first year ko, I was enrolled as, nag-pre-med ako. Gusto ko maging doktor. Oo. Pero nung bumagsak na yung mga chemistry tsaka zoology ko,
Ayun, pareho
sabi
tayo.
ko, you leave,
But
you leave
you're,
that school.
you had a great mentor, Tats, na si Sarah Joaquin, no? Sarah was like,
Yeah.
kilala sa teatro, di ba? She was my
Ayan.
teacher also eh.
Kaya, ako ni Mama yun, dati, kasi siya yung parang
Hindi ko siya kaibigan. Alam mo, kanya ako umalis sa FEU. Kasi yung subject na sociology, dati sa education yun.
Mm.
Kinuha din nila sa liberal arts. And she gave me subject, isa sa morning, isa sa gabi. Hindi ko na tinanggap.
Oo nga, kasi
babalik ka pa.
dulo-dulo.
Umalis na ako. And then I
Kaya
went
masama
to,
loob na kay Sarah Bakin nun.
oh,
But that's like speaking from the heart talaga si Tita Virgie, no?
Oo,
And
anytime, anything that you ask her, she will answer it straight.
mabuti naman na after
Fruitful.
that, nakuha naman ako sa PSBA. Where I taught for
across the
3
street.
years.
Across the street,
And then when I was in the 3rd year, nakaturo naman ako sa Pamantasan. I think I also taught about
Intramuros.
3 years also.
Sa Intramuros. And all this time, Tita Virgie was commuting from Quezon City to school, di ba?
Yeah,
Hindi
of
siya.
course, hinahatid namin, hinahatid ni Papa, nung sundo.
Oo. Kasi
Sundo. Kaya,
same route naman kasi, di ba? Your dad was working in Intramuros also.
nung hindi pa ako nag-aaral sa FEU, palagi ako kasama na Papa. Susunduin si Mama sa FEU.
We had an old
So
car.
we would wait for her in a certain spot. Doon sa parking space.
Oo.
Hindi pa ma-traffic noon.
Pala ako doon. Hindi pa ma-traffic noon. Sa may Lerno yata, whatever. Basta hindi Lerno. Basta yung, alam ko kung alam mo yung kung naabutan mo yun, Santillan.
Yun, nabutan ko yun. Santillan na street na yun.
Doon namin naabangan si Mama dahil doon siya,
Ay, madalas ako doon.
doon siya pupunta. Doon namin siya susunduin. Pag maaga pa siya, doon siya pupunta. Hintayin kami. pag na-invade kami.
And during those years, hindi pa talaga may matao na rin ang University Belt, but not as like ngayon yata, no?
Oo.
Madalas kumakain ako doon. Naging kaibigan ko na rin yung mga may-ari.
Ng mga boarding house. Yung may mga di ba yung mga boarding house?
Oo,
May-
sa tabi nun, oo.
May mga kainan yon na
Right.
Oo.
masasarap ng
Ano yun?
pagkain. Tita Virg, medyo alam ko pagod na kayo. So I'd like to thank you for allowing me to interview you. Marami pa siguro tayo pwede pag-usapan, but maybe we can have another time.
Yeah.
Sabi niyo meron kayong kamag-anak dito sa New Zealand? Is that what she was saying?
Oo. Sa Sydney.
Sa
Sa Sydney.
Meron din sa Australia. Meron din sa
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Sino kamag-anak natin sa New Zealand?
Ipilido nila. Rodriguez yung babae eh. Yun ang kamag-anak ko.
Hindi pa nasa ano nga yun? Nasa Sydney sila.
Pero yung
Baka
husband niya,
originally.
Oo.
sa UNICEF, di ba with UNICEF?
Sydney
Baka,
yun. Sydney.
baka originally they were from New Zealand. Tapos usually
maybe,
mga lumilipat ng Australia yung mga Filipino Kiwis eh.
Yeah, I think so. Ganun. I think she remembers nung nag-New Zealand muna tapos nag-Australia.
Oo, tapos lumipat na sila ng Australia. Oo.
Right.
Yeah. Tita Virgie, thank you very much po sa oras na panahon na binigay niyo po sa akin. Si Rene po ito. Si Rene.
Si Rene Molina.
Ay, salamat din.
Salamat po
Nana.
dahil through Tato is a good friend. Siya po nag-introduce sa akin sa music industry. At best man ko po sa kasal si Tato.
Oo.
And
Namana niya sa papa niya. Papa niya mahilig tumutugtog ng piano, ng organ, at saka accordion.
Yes. I got to see that nung pupunta ako sa inyo dyan sa Cabias and then sa
Provident Village.
Provident Village. Yun, yung may swimming pool, di ba? Yung may swimming pool.
Pupunta siya palagi dito sa bahay si Rene.
Kapatid ko, tumira sila sa Provident Village
Hindi ka na makikilala, nakabalbas ka kasi.
for 20 years.
Winter kasi.
Nakasombrero ka pa kaya hindi na malalaman kung sino.
Natira rin
But
siya.
her eyesight, yung eyesight ni
Pupunta
Tita
dito
is,
sa...
yung eyesight ni
Perfect
Tita
pa.
is still perfect pa.
Mas malinaw pa nga mata niya kaysa sa akin.
Oo.
Hindi, kasi nagpa-ano na siya, nagpa-laser na.
Okay. Oo.
So, bumalik sa 20/20 vision.
Kaya nagbabasa talaga, keep on reading na Wow.
And that's why her memory is very sharp.
Very sharp.
Keeps on
Oo.
reading.
Oo. Kasi reading, that's what they're saying eh. If you ano ba tawag doon, yung parang you don't use it, you lose it. Parang ganun eh. Di ba?
Tama. Right.
Hindi ka and engaging with, I think, Tita Virg, this is a new area for you to engage with your students, with your, with the guidance of Tato. Dahil, I think, di ba, a lot of people.
Pwede mag-zoom eh.
Oo.
Minsan pag tayo, pag, I don't know if they will organize one. Kasi, since nga nag-viral, ang dami talagang who would want to, siguro, to talk to her again. So, I'll ask yung isang si Dola, I'll ask her kung baka interested sa ganung mangyari. Kasi, Dola, she's also a former student of Mama sa UPPGH. Baka pwede niyang organize na magkaroon ng Zoom among all of them.
Yeah, tapos i-share natin and then we get to listen and
Sige, I will ask them pag lalo na yung sa mga nasa US.
Oo, yung mga oo.
Kasi ang ganda ng mga sinabi nila eh.
Nagpadala ng message.
Nagpadala ng message sa kanya. Sige, kwento niyo ma. Ano sabi sa inyo?
Yung sister-in-law ko nga, sabi niya, ang dami raw tumatawag sa kanya, tinatanong kung ano niya ako.
Kasi sa America. Oo.
Sabi niya, Celebrity ka na yata.
Why not, di ba? Tats, di ba sabi ni Mama, she was given a plaque, plaque ng
Oh yeah, by
presidente.
by Duterte. I mean, when
Mhm.
the 100,000 check was also given,
O, yung plaque na
may
bigay niya,
kasamang plaque yun.
ang ganda ng words.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
Maganda rin
Kasi
yung plaque.
Kasi Tita Virgie, dito sa New Zealand, because we have been part of the British Empire, pag nagte-turn ng 100 ang isang New Zealander, Australian, Canadian, they get a letter or parang a birthday card from the Queen, no? Parang ganun.
Queen
Walang
Elizabeth.
cash, ano lang, card lang.
Aba, Queen Elizabeth naman.
Oo, Queen
Talagang,
Elizabeth naman, wishing you happy birthday, ganun.
thank you. Talagang survivor ako. Lahat ng best friends ko, pumanaw na. Mga
Mhm.
kaklase ko rin sa PGS when I was taking up nursing. At saka yung mga kaklase ko sa St. Paul, karamihan na pumanaw.
Ilan na lang sila.
Kaklase ko no si Justice Melencio Herrera. Kaklase ko yun sa high school. And we also became good friends. Kinukubada pa niya kami sa bahay niya sa Tagaytay. At saka minsan sa labas, sa
Mhm.
dining places.
They would always have a lunch or a dinner party. I mean, most of them talagang.
I was really intending to celebrate my 100th birthday.
Oo.
Nagka-pandemic.
Oo.
Hindi na.
Ganda sana eh.
Kami lang pamilya.
Pero lalo naman umexpand because of the yung social media
Viral,
and
social
naging
media.
viral. Oo. You still attend the di ba? Regularly you attend the EGH reunion every year except for last year.
Oo nga eh. Yun yata na nila eh. Na-catch nila yung pag-attend ko kasi nasa Zoom yun.
Pero yan, nag-attend kayo physically. Oo, hinahatid ko siya. Hinahatid ko talaga.
The last time I attended na
pag nag-attend
sa
siya.
Nurses of 2019.
Yan, nung huli niya, 2019. Yung talaga sa,
The last time that I attended, I went to the nurses' home. Doon lang ginawa sa social hall ng nurses' home.
As a PGH.
PGH. Taft Avenue.
I had only one classmate with me. Wala na yung mga older sa amin. Wala na sila.
With your batch, 1946 kayo, no? 1946 ba kayo, nursing? Wala na.
Ito nga yung kwan eh. She actually was the oldest among the batch. Kasi first batch sila graduated. First batch of students who graduated. But she was the oldest because remember, she was already in fourth year college education when she entered nursing eh.
So all of them were high school graduates.
Mga klase na sa UPPGH School of Nursing, mga first year, mga bata. So 4 years ang ahead siya. Kaya pag nag-reunion sila, ang closest na age na niya, siya lang ang 100, yung susunod 96.
Oh, yes. Oo.
Yan, nag-attend.
So lang talagang may distinction na 100 lang talaga.
Oo, talagang bukod tangi di ba? Parang walang
kasabay.
Walang kasabay. Oo. Na-vaccinate na ba si tita or
hindi pa eh. We're waiting for the barangay to coordinate na dito sa bahay eh. Wala pa.
Dapat priority yung 100.
Tagal nila
Papayag naman ako.
Papayag naman.
Hintay lang namin eh. Anyway.
Sila tatlo at saka yung anak ko babae. Pareho na sila, nakapag-second dose na sila.
Tapos na kayo, Tats?
Di pa. Second wala
pa ba?
Sa August pa kami.
Sa August para.
Yung second.
Dose.
Oo. Well, thank you very much, Tita Virgie and Tato.
Thank you too.
For sharing the story. Kasi nung nakita ko yun, agad, minessage ko si Tato eh. Tato,
alam mo before kayo naging sa yung viral na yan, si Rene, when you celebrated your 100 birthday, February 13 pa lang, tumawag na sa akin. Sabi niya, Tato, gusto ko interviewin mama mo. Kasi,
talaga?
Oo, siya ang unang-una. Ngayon siya yung huling-huli mag-interview.
Pero okay lang
Oo.
kasi
Pero
huli
okay
man
lang,
daw
nahahabol.
magaling,
Huli man daw magaling, nahahabol.
hahabol pa rin. Oh. But, it's really a privilege and an honor, Tito Virgie and Tato. Kasi a lot of wisdom has been shared. And, sa ngayon, sabi nyo nga, is prayers,
Ang hindi natin na i-share ngayon, during that time when she would go swimming, during her youth, kasi she used to live in Pasay nga, likod nila,
Mm.
Rojas Boulevard, yung Manila
Oo.
Bay.
Oo.
Doon sila naliligo and she would go swimming and she would also go diving.
Pwede
Diving,
pa
she
yun.
was big there. Kwento mo, Mama, kwento mo.
My father taught us how to swim and to dive.
Okay.
Rojas
Kanya,
Boulevard
when I took, we had swimming lessons, diving lessons,
in UP.
ang UP, teacher namin noon, Amerikana,
Kasi PE nila noon eh.
nakawan ako sa diving. Kasi siguro ako ang
Perfect.
unang-una na ulo una, yung iba mga paa una.
And to think na ano yun yung Manila Bay, noon. And
Beach
imagine
dati
ngayon.
talaga. Beach talaga dati yun.
Beach
Before the
talaga.
war.
Parang ano yung sa French Riviera. Ayun, ganun lang dating noon.
Mm-mm.
Mahaba. Nakuha.
Yes, I
Eh,
can
ngayon,
imagine.
Saka ang mga nakikita niya naglalakad-lakad doon, sila President Quezon. President na si Quezon noon.
Wow.
Kasi
Sige, pakwento mo sa kanya. Kwento mo, Ma.
may bahay si President Quezon din sa Robert Street na also facing the beach.
Mhm.
Tapos meron silang kaibigan sa aming street na
Sa Lourdes Street.
also facing the Manila Bay.
Mhm.
Kanya
Nilalakad lang namin yun eh.
nag-exercise siya siguro. Tapos papasok din siya doon sa bahay ng kaibigan niya.
Marami siyang bodyguard nung time na yon. Uso bang bodyguard?
Ah,
Marami ba siyang bodyguard noon?
wala
Si
siya lang
President
mag-isa.
Wala raw.
Wala, di ba? Nung time na yon, it was peaceful times and
Oo.
Wala. Yung mga ni Mrs. Quezon, yung dalawang parang yung aide de camp ang tawag doon noon.
Mhm.
Meron din si Quezon aide de camp.
Mhm.
Sa parang security nga.
Mhm.
Anak
And,
nung yung kaibigan niya, San Agustin, dalawa naging aide ni Mrs. Quezon.
Mrs. Quezon.
Kaya si
Wow.
Mrs. Quezon, nung nasa PGS ako, we invited her to be our guest speaker. Kaya
Mhm.
pinuntahan namin siya, yung bahay niya sa Quezon City, na tinransfer na raw sa Quezon Memorial. Lagay na daw doon.
Mhm.
Pero
And
hindi siya
recent-
kasi ayaw pa raw niyang lumabas na magsalita pag hindi pa dumadating yung body ni President Quezon.
Yes, nung namatay sa sa
US.
Amerika, sa US. And recently, pumanaw na rin ang kanilang si Nini, di ba? Anak nila yon si Nini, was it?
Anak ba ni...
Avancenia? Nini Avancenia.
Si Nini, anak niya yun.
Anak niya yun, oo. Pumanaw na rin siya recently.
At saka si
Wow.
baby.
Kilala ni...
You are interviewing history.
Oo nga eh. 100 years ba naman? Oo nga. Sarap siguro.
Oo nga eh.
Ano mo, Tats, compile mo when you're talking to Mama para
Yung
you're a good writer.
Yung si Nena nga, anak ni Teddy Benigno, yung brother niya, gusto nga siya interviewin and to really, talk about all those years, yung mga naalala niya about those times, early times.
Yeah, oo. Kasi, I mean, yung si Quezon, I mean, yung beach sa Manila Bay and all those things. I mean, wala na. Those things are gone. Kasi, di ba, iba na yung because of progress, di ba? Pero, these things are, and then, pwede mong, audiobook. Gawin mo na audiobook para maririnig ni Mama.
Actually, Yun na nga, hindi pa nasusulat yung mga yan eh. Pero
Oo.
kasi share na niya sa mga interviews niya. Pero hindi na
Mm.
nga.
Hindi na nga. Yun nga ang may mga nagsasabi sa akin na sumulat ka daw ako.
Oo.
Na ikaw, centenaryo na nga ako. Ngayon, hindi na. Balitang-balita na.
Balita na. Oh. Si Rhea, asawa ni Gerald sa ANC,
si Gerald,
sinulat niya yung ano.
Yeah,
I-
she wrote about it.
Oo, I read it.
Kasi yung nagsulat nung sa website, yung nag-interview sa inyo, yung nag-interview sa inyo, no? Yung kaya lang yung viral yun eh. Dahil,
yun, naging ano, yung lalo naging viral na ano.
sa website.
But thank you again. Thank you again, and Tita
Thank
Virgie.
you.
Salamat din.
And hope to see you when I come home. I was supposed to come home noong October last year. Susunduin ko yung mama ko. Kaya lang, because of the COVID. Mukhang the lockdown is hindi pa itong year. Parang sabi ng gobyerno, it's gonna be one more
How
next
many
year
years have you
Baka
been
another
there?
year pa po. Baka next year pa po. Baka next year. So once it opens, then
Tanong ni Mama, how many years have you been in New Zealand?
how many years? 13. 13 years na po.
siya.
2008. And I've never gone home yet.
Oo na.
So maraming pagbabago. Siguro yung bahay niyo, baka dami ng pagbabago. You're still in Kamuning, di ba? Kamyas.
Kamyas pa rin.
Okay.
Yes.
So, thank you very much
Kamyas is-
po.
Hi, thank you too.
Po. And all the best. And praying always for good health.
Mabuti na tuloy na rin.
Natulog ka. Third, di ba? Third time ba to? Kaya lang 2 shot naman ang ginawa natin. But
Para
it's okay.
matuloy na talaga.
Para matuloy na talaga. So this is, we're recording it and then i-upload ko rin to. I will give you a heads up at pag ano.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much po. Thank you po. Maraming salamat,
Salamat din.
sa ating
Maraming
mga
salamat din.
Maraming salamat po. Maraming salamat sa ating mga viewers and listeners for allowing us to get into your homes and to your hearts. Ako po
Baka makita rin.
ang inyong
Baka
director.
makita sana makita ng kamag-anak ka dyan.
Ayun, makikita po yan. Makikita po ng kamag-anak niyo, Tita Virgie. Maraming salamat kay Tita Virgie at kay Tato. Magandang gabi po. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Mabuhay po ang sampan ng Pilipino. Happy
Thank
birthday!
you very much.
Yay!
Mabuti na tuloy na rin.
Bye-bye.